Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of my Aston Villa Crime. This is episode number 31, and we do start off by putting in a bid, an offer for Leitner of Dortmund and also Miguel Moya to bring them both in on a pre-contract at the start of season 3, and then we do proceed to simulate a game against Luton. Now we are going to be simming a few games today. We'll only be playing one game, and we're going to be getting pretty much all the way to deadline day. We're not actually going to be doing deadline day today, but we will be getting there, so hopefully you guys don't mind. I want to really progress with this series. We've been doing really well with it recently. You can see there iTurb and Carrius go up and overall, which is fantastic. But I do want to push on as much as we possibly can and get through this season, get through the third season. Not to rush it, just to keep up to a good rate. And we've been uploading daily this week. Hopefully this video does go up on the Sunday, which is when I'm planning for it to go up. We can see we do get two offers for El Shaarawy though. We counter offer both at £60 million. Not looking to sell him, and as I said in the last episode, unless offers come in for our players of a very large amount, we don't need to sell them. There's no particular reason to sell anyone in this team. But yeah, if something comes in, then we will consider it and see where we go from there. But we do simulate a game there against West Brom. Just basically, it is a lot of transfer stuff today, which is always kind of the way that we do it in my career mode. Guys, if you've been watching for a long time, you'll know we do not play too many games in the transfer windows. You can see we reject an offer there, or counter offer a bid for Traore, and there's so much going on. It's so busy with stuff, and we get an offer there for Grenier. Obviously not going to be looking to sell him at all, even for I was tempted to counter offer, but I was thinking, Grenier is one of my favourite players that we actually have at the club. And you can see that we do end up putting in a contract offer again for Leitner. And we get an offer for Carrius. Now, I was thinking, if we could get £30 million for Loris Karius, we only bung him in, I believe, for about £12 million at a 78 rated. He's now an 82 rated, and you can see Dortmund come back. They didn't want to pay 60 for El Shaarawy, but they would say they'd pay 50. Now, that was almost tempting, but again, El Shaarawy is the start of something big here. He was the first real big signing we brung in at Aston Villa, cost us 23.5 million, so we would have been more than doubling our money on him, but I still didn't want to sell him. I felt he was a really good player and we were better off keeping him, but we will see if any other teams, if someone came in with a huge offer of probably 60, 70 million, then obviously I'd be more than happy to let him go, because for that sort of money we could bring in someone like Marco Reus, or someone just incredible in one of the world's best left wingers, whereas El Shaarawy is not quite up there with the best left wingers in the world, in my opinion anyway. But we do go to Vicarage Road to face Watford, obviously the team that we did in the My Player series, which was a little bit cut short, and I do apologise if you guys wanted to see that series more, but unfortunately it wasn't going well, and the views and stuff, and also playing it was a problem. But we are fairly familiar with the Watford team due to playing with them in the My Player, and I was hoping today we could do a little bit better, and we do start Panario, which is a bit strange to be starting him. I think Grenier had an injury that I probably showed you, which was for a week or something, so he missed the game against Watford, and we start off in the worst possible fashion by Watford. I believe Matheus Fernandes, guy we used last year at Fiorentina, 5-star skiller, does actually put them 1-0 in front. Very poor from Carrius there. Maybe he should be on his way out of the club, who knows. But El Shaarawy picks up the ball here, goes round the injured man, does a lovely Berber spin there. Unfortunately, only just manages to keep it. Actually, good play from him, and Jordan Marvi gets it, but unfortunately it is actually called offside. But El Shaarawy again getting on the attack, nicks the ball off Belkalin there, runs through on goal, surely can score. He takes it with the wrong foot. I was trying to finesse on his right foot to go round the goalkeeper, and because he's left footed he took it on his left, which is annoying. But we get another chance here of El Shaarawy, and this time he does actually score the goal, and he is just in so good form right now. It doesn't even make sense. He's in such good form right now. He is literally flying. He's scoring so many goals, he's assisting a lot, he's getting involved in the play, and that's the exact reason I didn't want to sell him, because he's such a vital part of our our challenge here at Villa to try and bring them the Premier League, to try and win the the Europa League and maybe one day the Champions League. So I really didn't want to sell him. I thought after this game it kind of made me realise how important El Shaarawy is to this team. And we get another chance there, but unfortunately it didn't really come to much. There was a few chances in this game. You can see we've got quite a few opening chances, but a lot of them just weren't close enough for my liking. You can see Panario comes close there. Good save by Kamini, the Watford goalkeeper. And we move on to the 77th minute. Rest of that half and the beginning of the second half was pretty dull, but iTurb here, lovely finish from him. I know it does come off the keeper eventually, but it said in the news that iTurb was looking for a goal, and what sort of fashion to do it. I wouldn't call it an amazing skill goal, because it was just a lot of random skill moves, but it worked quite well. The little combo that I decided to go with, We did a fake shot and a roulette, and I think we did a Berber spin into the box anyway. But we do walk away with a 2-1 victory, which is really nice to see, getting 3 points and, you know, moving onwards and upwards with the series, really. You can see Chelsea, they're actually winning a game for a change, which is very surprising. But we do some player training here. Again, not quite as good as the first player training we did. And I am going to be skipping some of the player trainings. I did about 6 or 7 of them in this time, so you won't see all of them just because, you know, you don't need to, basically. But we do get an offer accepted for Moritz Lidner from Dortmund. He looks like a really good young central midfielder, maybe coming in as a backup. Not too sure what overall he is, but nevertheless, I wanted to get him. We were trying to go for Miguel Moya again. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough money, but I was waiting for the potential sale of any players before, you know, going ahead and trying to offer him a contract. And we do accept an offer for Jordan Ayew there of £14.5 million from Stoke, and they're going to have a great team. With Ayew going into their team, it's going to be insane. But we do in turn reject the offer for Traore. We were looking to sell off one of our strikers here, and because we were going to be likely to sell off Ayew, Austin and Traore will stay put for now. Anyway, we do counter offer Sevilla again, £30 million for Karius, and you can have him. I wasn't looking to sell him, but as I said, if someone was prepared to stump up that sort of money, I'd be more than happy to. And finally, we get an offer of Felipe Santana. Bring him in at the start of the season on a pre-contract. Turned out to be a lot worse than I expected, and we are going to be trying to get rid of him again, if at all possible. But Miguel Moya, we do eventually offer him a contract 1 year on, I believe we go 10% in the end, and we just leave the squad role as unspecified. But we do go against Middlesbrough, who are looking to buy our centre-back Santana, and we do beat them 3-1. And unfortunately, Moya, you know, Atletico come back to us and say no further talks are going to be happening, which kind of sucks. And obviously we'll probably get to use Moya when we do our Atletico Madrid career mode, which will most likely be after this one. You can see there Sevilla do actually accept the offer for Karius. They're going to do it, and just as I said to West Ham that we weren't going to take any more bids for him, so he is on the way out of the club. And because of the money we've got in the wages, I want to get Yaya Toure on a pre-contract. Now I know you guys are instantly thinking Toure is 33 years old and he's only an 85 rated. Is it really worth getting him? I think it is. You know, we're only going to be here for maybe 1 to 2 more seasons. If the worst comes to the worst, guys, he's valued at £15 million. We could sell him in, you know, a year's time from now, in January, after he's come in, if he's really bad. So I think it is a really good signing for us, and, you know, he does accept, and he will be joining us in July to join Aston Villa, which is going to be an incredible signing. Again, a really, really good player. We do go in for Courtois here, £32.5 million, and wait and see what they say. And I think we did roughly the same with De Gea here, £32.5 million. And I wasn't really too sure what to expect, because goalkeepers sometimes can go on the cheap, but because these two are very young goalkeepers, I definitely wasn't expecting that. And you can see 61 for Courtois and 51 for De Gea. Definitely not going to be happening. So we do go in for Handanovic, a little bit of an older goalkeeper who I felt we could get a little bit cheaper. You can see that it said between 27 and 31, so we put in 29, and they accepted it straight away. Now this was where the problem seemed to arise. You guys will see in the next few clips we have a lot of problems with Handanovic's contract. The first one I messed up completely because he said he wanted 110k and I didn't give it to him, so I wasn't too surprised he rejected the first one. But he rejected 120 grand a week, and then he proceeded to go on and also reject 135 grand a week, and also proceeded to go on and reject 155 grand a week, which is just really, really ridiculous. I was offering him so much money to come and join us here at Aston Villa, and I know, Inter Milan's a big club, but we offer him 175 grand, which is 65k over what he was demanding, and finally he accepts, which is a real big overpay. Let me know what you think of that. I think we have overpaid massively for Handanovic, but I think he will be worth it. He is 4 ratings higher than Karius, and although he was roughly the same amount of money that we sold Karius for, we only brought Karius in for about £10 million. So we've literally tripled our money on him, and I think Handanovic will prove to be worth it. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of the episode. You can see we are in second right now, 1 point behind Chelsea and 2 points ahead of Manchester City. So hopefully we can continue on in the next few episodes and really pushing. Next episode we will have deadline day. Not too sure if we're looking to make any more signings. Any position I might look to do is a backup goalie, because our goalies are really old and bad. So maybe we'll look to bring in another goalkeeper as a backup. Anyway, guys, if we could smash over 5 likes on this video, that would be absolutely awesome. If you haven't already, please do go and subscribe to the channel. And I'll speak to you guys in the next episode very soon.